Welcome to Badminton Unlimited, your weekly access to badminton action and beyond. This week we catch up with Scotland's #1 mixed doubles shuttlers Imogen Bankier and Robert Blair as they tell us about their career aspirations. And we're in Dubai with the stars of badminton as they help promote the game in the Middle East. Robert Blair, Imogen Bankier. They are Scotland's #1 mixed doubles pairing and their country's medal hopefuls for the 2014 Commonwealth Games. The duo had just travelled 3 continents when Badminton Unlimited met up with them at the Star Australian Badminton Open in Sydney.
We've come from Tokyo to Jakarta to Australia, so it's been quite hefty on the travel, but I think it's something that all the athletes just get used to, travelling and then having to get up and play the next day and get over the jet lag quite quickly.
Both Bankier, 26, and Blair, 32, come from a sporting family. Bankier's father is the chairman of Celtic Football Club, based in Glasgow. Blair's mother was a badminton coach, so it was inevitable that her son would take up the sport.
I didn't have too much choice in the matter. Both me and my sister had to go along to some of the classes, and then I just eventually, started enjoying the sport and realised I was not too bad at it. So here I am about 20 years later, still going.
Blair was already an established player when he first partnered Bankier. The Edinburgh-born shuttler was the 2006 World Championships silver medalist in the men's doubles. He is the product of the Great Britain programme and competed under the England flag from 2001. Bankier joined the programme in Milton Keynes in 2006.
I was really young, I was only 19 years old, and I'd just come down to be part of the GB system down in England because London had just got the Olympic Games bid. So I was given the opportunity and I took it, and I came down mainly to play ladies doubles. But at this time Robert was very established in his men's doubles partnership, and I think he wasn't playing as much mixed doubles, so I'm not sure exactly how it happened, but we were going to the same tournaments and we were put in together, and I think mainly to give me a little bit of experience.
The partnership came to an end because of injury and the centre's decision to swap partners. Paired with England's Chris Adcock, Bankier became the 2011 World Championships silver medalist and nabbed the bronze in the European Championships the following year. But that same year, the pair faced the disappointment of being dumped out of the 2012 London Olympics at the group stage. Bankier then made the decision to leave the GB programme and return to Scotland, ending her partnership with Adcock. With Blair already back in Glasgow since 2010, she was reunited with her former partner. It was a partnership that reaped rewards as they won the French International 2013.
We still had sort of memories of what each other likes and how we could sort of make the partnership work well, and our communication has been quite good, so if there's something she wants, she can tell me, and the same with me, so then it's made it very easy to sort of adapt if things are going wrong.
Their on-court chemistry saw Blair and Bankier clinch titles at international and Grand Prix series tournaments. One title that is very close to their hearts was last year's Scottish Open Grand Prix.
It's so nice to win at home in front of sort of family and friends and play in front of people who don't often get the chance to travel and see you, so that was still quite special, I think.
This season has seen them win more trophies. In March, they clinched the Yonex German Open. Although unseeded, they defeated their former partners and first seed Chris and Gabriel Adcock in the second round on their way to the final meeting with Korea's Ko Sung-hyun and Kim Ha-na.
Second time of asking, 2 tournaments played in 2014 and 2 titles for Robert Blair and Imogen Bankier.
And it's such a great feeling to actually win a tournament, to come out a week and be undefeated. And we had a couple of really good wins along the way, and we had a really good time as well. It was very enjoyable. We both played very well. We liked the tournament in Germany, and it was fantastic just to end on that high, and that was probably one of the the best tournaments I think we've ever played together.
The duo are hungry for more titles and are eyeing a Super Series crown. Thanks to the support that the pair is getting back home, their dreams might be realised sooner than later. The financial backing that both are receiving has allowed Blair and Bankia to concentrate on their game without any distraction.
I think we are really lucky, and especially this year with the Commonwealth Games preparation, you know, every tournament that we've really needed or wanted to go to, that's been an option for us. So that really has been fantastic, and it's really enabled us to do what we can do, and now we just hope we can deliver some silverware.
With the 2014 Commonwealth Games not too far away, the pair, who will also be playing in the men's and women's doubles, are hoping to stand on the winner's podium in front of the home crowd. And what also excites the duo is that the Glasgow Games will stir up more interest for badminton in the country.
I think if I could make a difference to people or inspire people in Scotland or in Britain to enjoy badminton or to play badminton, I think that would be really quite special, and that's what I think we've got the opportunity to do with the Commonwealth Games coming to Glasgow.
Playing in our home cities and countries, we all want to, you know, be there at the end, winning the sort of championships in front of everyone, and as she said, maybe inspire the next generation to come and play sport after we're done.
The pairs still have plenty of badminton ahead of them, not least the Commonwealth Games, the World Championships, and in 2 years' time, the Rio Olympics. But what is most important for Bankia and Blair is the thought that their careers will inspire the younger generations to pursue the sport that means so much to them. Time to find out if you can figure out this week's mystery person. I was born in China. I made my international debut in 2007. I won my first Super Series title at the 2010 China Open. We reveal all after the break.
Chocolate.
Pizza.
The Hobbit.
Law-abiding citizen.
We were world champs last year in China.
I'm going to say Japan Open this year. Carsten Mogensen.
Oh, we'll go Lee Chong-wei. Number 1 would be Richie McCaw, our All Blacks captain.
I'll say Will Ferrell. Most feared opponent would be Lee Yong-dae.
We'll go with the Chinese. Be invincible, unbreakable.
Yeah, I'd say Batman. Yeah, drive that car, all those powers, easy choice.
When we get back, we hang out with some of the stars of badminton as they help to promote the sport in Dubai. Welcome back. Before the break, we asked you to identify this person. I was born in China. I made my international debut in 2007. I won my first Super Series title at the 2010 China Open. The answer is Chen Long. Chen Long was born in 1989 in Hubei, China. He holds 12 Super Series titles and is a bronze medalist at the 2012 Summer Olympics. the Grand Prix circuit resumed normal service last week, this time in New York for the 2014 Yonex Suffolk Community College US Open Championships. The final day began with the mixed doubles event as Indonesia's Muhammad Rijal and Vita Marisa took on their Southeast Asian compatriots, Thailand's Manipong Jongjit and Sapsiri Terattanachai. The Thais had gone into the tournament as first seeds and were fancied to take their first career Grand Prix title. But Rijal and Vita, who are ranked 25 places lower at 46th in the world rankings, pulled off an unlikely upset, winning in straight games 21-16, 21-19. It was the battle of the top two seeds in the men's singles final as Vietnam's top shuttler Nguyen Tien Minh went up against Chinese Taipei's Cho Tien Chen. Tien Minh, who is defending his title, had taken a tightly contested first game, only for Cho to level the match at one apiece as he took the second. But the Vietnamese world number 17 dug deep in the deciding game to finally win the match 21-19, 14-21, 21-19. The women's singles final followed. It was a matchup between the hosts' very own Baewon Jung and Japan's Kana Ito. Gunning for their first Grand Prix title in their singles career, it was Jung who came out blazing in the first game, winning 21-8. Despite a better performance in the second game by the Japanese, Jung proved unstoppable. The American world number 22 wrapped up the match and the title in 28 minutes, with the final score 21-8, 21-17. In the women's doubles, third-seeded pair Putita Supajirakul and Sapsiri Terattanachai from Thailand fell to Indonesian veterans Shendi Puspa Irawati and Vita Marisa in just under half an hour. The unseeded pair finished off the match with a convincing 21-15, 21-10 scoreline. In the men's doubles, the more experienced Danish duo of Matthias Bo and Carsten Mogensen could not find an answer to Thailand's Manipong Jongjit and Nippon Kwangpapek. The second seeds took the first game 21-17. The European pair stormed back in the second, but were unable to contain the Southeast Asians in the deciding game. The Thais went on to win their first title in 2014, bringing a fitting end to the Yonex Suffolk County Community College US Open Championships. In April of this year, the Badminton World Federation and the Dubai Sports Council collaborated on the Peace and Sport Cup. The aim was to use badminton to encourage women to participate in sports and foster peace. Earlier in the year, the BWF Destination Dubai World Superseries Finals was launched. It's a partnership with the Dubai Sports Council that will see the best players from the sport competing at an end-of-season tournament in the Middle Eastern city. For the administrators of the game, this pivot to the Emirate to develop badminton in the region and increase the sport's visibility was an easy decision.
It's really tying together both the grassroots activities around the area, promoting badminton, getting more players to play, and at the same time obviously promoting the big tournament coming up end of the year. And then finally, obviously, we're also here to actually promote badminton worldwide. And what better place can you do that with one of the most international cities in the world?
As part of its push, the BWF was in Dubai yet again recently, and this time it brought with it some star power. Some of the sport's best players were invited to tour the city and bring some glamour to badminton development. India's PV Sindhu, Kenichi Tago from Japan, and world champions Hendra Setiawan and Mohammad Ahsan spent 2 days engaging in various activities.
Well, I've always wondered what Dubai was like. There are things that were different from what I was expecting. In a good way, I'm surprised with what I've seen.
My first experience in this city has been great. The city is well ordered, and for the growth of the athletes in Dubai, I hope they will be able to start at a young age and work hard in order to go for competitions later on. I hope they will be more successful in Dubai.
First up for the players was the launch of Shuttle Time Dubai. The grassroots initiative aims to encourage the uptake of the sport. Targeting teachers in 40 schools across the city, the program will provide them not only equipment, but also advice and training. Badminton is a relatively new sport in Dubai, and it is hoped projects like these will lay the foundation for future development.
I think the Shuttle Time Dubai is a really good example on how it all starts. And from that comes the next levels of developing the club, the academy structures, and on top of that comes actually building then more structured coaching structures and administrator structures. And at the end of the day, it'll all end up by having a federation in the area that can take and manage the game to the next level.
But that would be for the future. For the fans at the Dubai Sports World, it was a chance to get up close and personal as the shuttlers went through their paces.
Overall, it was a very good event because yesterday there was an exhibition match and there were many kids playing and they were doing some steps, some drills there, and we were watching them. They really played very well, everybody. And I think the coaches also are working hard, and even the children there are working hard. So I feel it's a wonderful thing, and I hope this continues.
And in terms of the elite level, Dubai offers a chance to showcase the sport in an international city. BWF inked a 4-year deal earlier this year, which will see the top 8 players from each of the 5 badminton categories arrive in Dubai to play in the season-ending tournament.
Having the Super Series finals here, a lot of players will come to the city, and with this I hope the players in Dubai will be able to have easy access to badminton and with it become more successful.
Badminton has been growing at a rapid rate in recent times, so perhaps it's fitting that Dubai, with its focus on the glamorous and affluent, should provide the ideal vehicle for the sport to showcase its qualities.
Well, as a badminton player, I think it's great. As badminton's popularity grows, and having this opportunity to hold a big tournament in a place like Dubai, I think it's a great way to show live action. And hopefully, people will watch it live at the stadium. You will discover so much when you watch matches at the venue.
The 2-day tour was one of the most comprehensive that the BWF has undertaken, and judging by the response, it has been a success. It seems badminton has found the perfect partner as it continues to grow, and that can only be a good thing for fans, players, and the sport. After the break, we talk with one of the hottest rising stars in the sport, Akane Yamaguchi.
This time, the error from Uchida and Akane Yamaguchi has come from the qualifying event. The 16-year-old has become the youngest ever Super Series champion.
I didn't think that I could win in such a big competition. It was such an amazing experience. I simply couldn't believe it when I actually won the match.
Whether or not she has come to terms with that historic triumph last year, Akane Yamaguchi's win at the Yonex Open Japan announced her as the country's next big thing. Her title win also made her the first ever Japanese to do so in the tournament's 32-year run. Our cameras were in Tokyo, Japan, to speak with Akane about her success.
Everybody at school, including my friends and teachers, all congratulated me on my title win. I was actually happy and relieved that in spite of my success, they didn't treat me any differently.
The right-hander hails from the Fukui prefecture, about 2 hours' drive from Tokyo, the country's capital. Akane's rapid rise in world badminton was perhaps due to the fact that she was just 3 years old when she picked up her first racket. As she grew older, she would follow her two brothers to their badminton practice. But it wasn't just her siblings that drew her to badminton.
Another reason I had started playing badminton was that I was living in the suburbs then. The only sport that was available to the students at my elementary school was just badminton. Also, to me, badminton is an interpersonal competition. I am simply attracted to the gamesmanship of the sport.
When she started elementary school, Akane enrolled herself in the junior badminton club. What seemed to be routine for most local kids proved to be a catalyst to unlocking her talent. Akane won her maiden junior national competition. She was just 7 years old. There was no stopping her. She continued to rack up tournament wins. It was only a matter of time before the junior national selectors took notice.
I think I was in the 5th grade then, when I was scouted and asked by the selectors to be part of the Japan national junior team. They had probably accepted and invited me to be one of its members because I had just won the national competition.
Akane made her junior international appearance 2 years ago at the Osaka International Challenge. While it was a nerve-wracking debut, the experience put her in good stead. Still only 17 years old, she has to juggle the demands of school and badminton.
It is of course difficult to manage and keep up with both school and badminton. But then again, other players who are like me, they are handling it well. So I think it will help me mature by juggling both school and badminton.
2013 proved a watershed for the diminutive shuttler as she bagged the big one, the Yonex Open Japan. On her way to writing herself into the history books, she had deposed the likes of India's PV Sindhu and Chinese Taipei's Tai Tzu-ying. Standing at a mere 1.56 meters, the world junior champion outsmarted her more experienced opponents through a well-worked game plan.
I'm very short in height. I don't have that much power. So going on the offensive and attacking all the time is difficult for me. I make sure I control my own play and be patient for my opponent to give way.
Forward a year, Akane's star just keeps rising. She clinched the Asian Junior Championship in February before successfully defending her World Junior crown 2 months later. Her form prompted Japan's national coaches to include the teenager in this year's Uber Cup squad.
I was actually surprised to be selected into the team to play in the Uber Cup. But I thought, since I was already selected, I should just do my best. Also, since it was a team competition, I did my best giving my full support to the other Japanese players.
Although there has been no senior title yet this year, Akane is happy to play the waiting game.
I know that I have a lot of competitions ahead of me. Right now, I can't say that I have a specific goal. But what I will do for now is to take it step by step and just enjoy the game. I'll just do my best in the matches and competitions that await me.
Akane Yamaguchi embodies a fearless player whose maturity belies her age. Brimming with potential, she may well be the name in women's singles for years to come. Before we go, let's find out what's happening in the world of international badminton in our Badminton Unlimited calendar. Next week on Badminton Unlimited, we catch up with one of the first China-born shuttlers to play under a different flag, Pi Hongyan.